the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Magic team lately. A strong stretch of play for this team, winning 6 of their last 7. They're playing at a high level, no lack of confidence going into tonight's game. One of the guys you're going to see tonight, Victor Oladipo, and he is just a monster at the off-guard position. What do you say, Kenny, about how he uses his strength to his advantage?
I mean, he's probably stronger than like 95% of the guards that he plays against. Uses it well, gets in. He finds the contact on the offensive end, which most guys are physically defensively, but on the offensive end, he's physical.
Incredible wingspan, lets him do things that most guards can only dream, Ernie. I really love watching this kid play.
And now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan. Tip-off approaches.
We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
And, guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. Now the starting group for Orlando. Turner is out there with Brown. Then there's Towns. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position. And Oladipo kicks to Bledsoe. No good from outside. Magic on defense. Smith for 3. The rebound by Turner. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Charlotte Hornets.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was their huge edge on the backboard.
Yeah, the level of energy they had, guys, in the win wasn't matched by their opponents, and that rebounding difference, I think, was indicative of that.
Now, here is Smith. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Shoots off the step back. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Smith's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Bledsoe dishes to Oladipo. He kicks to Brown. With some arc, and it's good on the layup.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Smith the pass to Harris. Back to Smith. And he dunks it down.
Hey, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Here's Bledsoe following the score by Cleveland. He dishes it to Brown. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Irving kicks to Smith. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drop for Smith. Smith hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Oladipo against Smith. And Oladipo, here we go.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Bledsoe dishes to Oladipo. Here's Brown. And Orlando again with the bucket. And here's Smith. He has 7. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Outside Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. That's good. 9 points for Freak.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Feeds it to Oladipo. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by Harris.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Smith kicks to Irving. That 3 off the mark. Magic have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. The screen from Brown. Bledsoe passes to Towns. Back to Bledsoe. 6 to shoot. Brown with a screen on Smith. Bledsoe for 3. Here's Brown. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
He hits the second from the line. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. That's a 2 from Smith. And a high bounce as it comes off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Bledsoe with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Clock at 6. Turner dishes to Oladipo. Orlando gets it back. Outside for Bledsoe. They double team Bledsoe. Turner passes to Oladipo. From outside the arc. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Now Bledsoe. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Bledsoe's got his first points of the game.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Brown kicks to Oladipo. Irving against Bledsoe. And the shot falls short this time. The Cavaliers trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now Oladipo following the three-point attempt by Freak. Here's Towns. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. Looking here at some numbers for Smith. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in scoring, first in steals, and then there's the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Chris Middleton comes in for Vonleh. And a switcher also for Orlando. Hezonja's checked in. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Smith hits them both.
Looking at the numbers for Smith, he already has 11 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Here's Hezonja. Last game we saw him score 14. The three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Freak. He hits Brown with the drive. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Well, I like his determination and his attitude and aggressiveness, but the defense wasn't going to back off that shot. They were tight on it.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Hezonja. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Here's Smith. Can't hit. And Orlando will come the other way. A 3-point spread on the scoreboard. Pass to Hezonja. They need this. The rebound by Middleton.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Smith against Brown. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And now a 6-point Cavalier lead. Now here's Bledsoe. There's the pick. The 11-footer, no good. Good D by Irving.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's 19 points for Freak.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
In the second half of the season, this group of teams has really heated up from beyond the arc. The Cavaliers, 4th. 5th on the list, the Magic.
Just an impressive display of shooting, really from both clubs since the midway mark. And I mean, these are teams that are absolutely on fire from beyond.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vucevic checked in for Towns, for Brown. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Turner. And And there's the pass to Hazanya. Shot to stop the drought. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Free at the line for two.
Free throw drop for Smith. So he gets them both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Vucevic. Can't capitalize on the good screen. The drive by Smith. And another miss by Cleveland. The Magic trail by 8. Pass to Hazanya. Plenty of space. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Smith. And he gets the bucket. Smith's got 23 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Bledsoe. Out to the wing. Here's Hazanya. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Adrian Griffin.
I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Finished off the break.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Bledsoe. 43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now the dish to Cook. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Here's Hazanya. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. 3 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The feed now to Middleton. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Thompson misses from short range.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Gordon goes in. Bledsoe outside. He feeds it to Vucevic. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for the Cavaliers. Nikola Vucevic. Taking 2 shots.
All right, now, Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Oh my God, I just got that.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Cavaliers lead by 10. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. We've got Aaron Gordon. Vucevic is out there with Brown. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Hezonja in at the 2. Here's Hezonja to the middle. Here's Vucevic. Powered down with both hands.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand, Jim. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
A shot's good from Irving.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Irving against Oladipo. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Hezonja. Dishes it to Vucevic. 4 on the clock. Again, the Magic score. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Irving kicks to Harris.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Gordon dishes to Oladipo. Vucevic the pass to Hezonja. Picked by Vucevic. Inside.
That's a ball.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Orlando, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Cleveland leading by 7. Irving kicks to Vonleh. He dishes it to Harris. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith has checked in. The Magic also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Vucevic. Turner comes in for Gordon. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hezonja. Brown, good. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And Smith with the stuff.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Bledsoe against Irving. Irving with the steal. For three, Smith. And another three for Cleveland.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Oladipo dishes to Bledsoe. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Harris passes to Cauley Stein. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though, they're going to have to shore up.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He dropped in a staggering amount of points and came out of nowhere defensively, swatting away one shot after another. It was a performance for the ages and one that will have the whole league talking.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hits file. No doubt about it.
Here's Turner, and the layup falls. Turner's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
The drive by Smith. The rebound by Turner. The Magic trail by 11. Kicks to Bledsoe. The wide open look here for Oladipo. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Irving kicks to Cauley Stein. Back to Irving. Smith right side. Smith drawn the double team. Irving for three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Turner's got his third rebound on the night. Bledsoe with it. Picked up by Harris. Bledsoe kicks to Oladipo. Back to Bledsoe. Shoots from 12. A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Pollard comes in for Vonleh. And Middleton subbed in for Tobias Harris. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. In the corner, Middleton with it. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 6 points for Chris Middleton.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Towns. He's averaging 15 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he leads the way.
The Magic trail by 14 to the paint. Here's Oladipo, and the layup's good off the glass. Oladipo's got 4 this quarter.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And Smith with the stuff.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
The Magic have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Smith against Oladipo. Bledsoe outside. And Oladipo, here we go. Here's Towns. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
For 3, Smith, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
Bledsoe kicks to Oladipo. Good D by Thompson. Cleveland leading by 15. Down low, it's deflected. Smith goes back up, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
So both teams making some changes here. For Cleveland, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And here's Bledsoe. He's got 5. Outside Turner. Back to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 5. Elbow shot, and Thompson sends it back. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Back to Smith. Middleton left side. Here's the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 6 assists in the game.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleed.
Here's Oladipo. No good again that time. Cleveland's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. To the wing right side. Pass to Smith. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Middleton. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Smith. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Bledsoe with it. He has 5. Cook dishes to Turner. Shot clock at 6. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Cleveland leading by 21. Turner with the steal. And the layup falls. Turner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Middleton the pass to Smith. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He said a big part of their focus should be on offensive rebounding, to get bodies to the glass at that end of the floor and work hard for...
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Cleveland ahead, leading by 17. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I mean, I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep the ball moving.
You simply can't get enough of you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. You all get a huge pat on the back for the defense you're playing. Whatever approach they've used, we've stopped. Tremendous determination on D. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. One thing I want to see from us offensively is to get to the basket. I want to see high-quality looks in the second half and be aggressive in taking the ball inside. All right, guys, I know we got a healthy lead, but we cannot let up against this tougher team. Let's go.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, Smith in a two-guard. Harris is out there with Von. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Irving at the point. And Bledsoe, here we go. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Irving kicks to Smith, takes a three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Bledsoe, back to Turner. From downtown, Vonleh with the rebound. Cavaliers shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Irving against Bledsoe. They set the pick. Magic moving the ball around. Brown with a screen on Irving. Bledsoe kicks to Brown. And it's Turner off the drive. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Turner's got 6 points.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Harris outside. Out to Smith. Plenty of space. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Here's Bledsoe. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 7 points in the game.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Smith dishes to Harris. Back to Smith. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he ripped it down.
Bledsoe passes to Brown. Irving against Bledsoe. Here's Towns, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Turner with the block. Now here's Bledsoe. He has 7. Oladipo for 3. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. The Magic trail by 16. Bledsoe kicks to Oladipo. Shot is off. Smith with the defensive effort. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Harris outside. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Magic. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Turner throws it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long. Big time finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
So it's Orlando now. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotation, and they paid a big price for it.
Smith outside. Back to Harris. A 3-ball. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. That's 7 points for Tobias Harris.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Feeds to Brown. He kicks to Turner. Oladipo against Smith. Back to Turner. Over in the corner, Brown. 4 on the clock. Oladipo for 3, but they recover it. Here's Towns, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his third personal foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Good on both. Here's Smith. Non-stop scoring machine here. Outside Irving. Back to Smith. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his second personal foul.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Free. Taking 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
All right, all right, all right. All right, let's keep it up.
Good on both. The Magic trail by 17. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Irving drives in. Here's Vonleh. Good. Vonleh's got his first basket. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Irving with the steal. Passes it to Harris. Smith with it. Picked up by Brown. And it's Smith missing.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in, 13 feet away. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
And the Magic making a change here. Gordon's checked in.
One shot. One shot.
Orlando, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's Oladipo, 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Hazanya, the Magic again can't hit.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Irving dishes to Smith. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Pretty much automatic tonight at the line, 8 for 8.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
Cash money at the stripe. ATM not wasting any of those chances. And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
One shot.
Free throw good, Smith.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Harris. And a switcher also for Orlando. Vucevic checked in for Towns. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Cavaliers #1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
The free throw drops for Smith. And so he makes both from the line. Here are the Magic now. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
They set the screen. Oladipo against Irving to halt the run. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 11 points and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are. It's been a nice element of his game today.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Pollard, he's checked in for Cleveland. Cook, he's checked in for Orlando. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 15-6 run. Smith drives in. Baseline J on the way. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, Freak, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Smith hits them both. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Oladipo against Irving. Here's Hazanya. He's got 10. Here's Cook. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smith with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Thompson passes to Irving. Down low, here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Again, the Cavaliers score.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Oladipo goes in. Here's Vucevic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Vucevic has got 15 points.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Here's Smith. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, Freak. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw drop for Smith.
I'm allergic to missing.
Smith hits them both. The Magic shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches high. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Here's Oladipo, 11 points in the game. To the middle, it's tipped, stolen by Thompson. Here's Pollard. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 9 assists now tonight.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Gordon goes in with the shot, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Assisted by.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Smith outside. Here's Gary. And a miss there on the triple.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
On the wing, Gordon pulls up from the corner, and it's Orlando with another. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Cleveland moving the ball around. Smith kicks to Middleton. Smith on the wing. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Picked by Vucevic. The pass to Hazanya for the 3. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Oladipo right side. Vucevic setting the pick for Oladipo. And the 3 off target.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
And it's good. Hazanya's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Pass to Smith. And he gets it to go.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Azania, covered by Smith. And Oladipo has it in the corner. They get the rebound. Another shot. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Azania, covered.
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Major.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim wrecker.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cavaliers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
Check it out.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Cavaliers shooting extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. So on the floor for Orlando. There's a screen. Gary, guarded by Bledsoe. Clock at 4. Floats one. Can't get it to go. And Orlando will come the other way. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. The dish to Cook. And Bledsoe, here we go. And he gets it to go. Bledsoe's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Orlando. Pass to Santos. Gary, guarded by Bledsoe. Stolen. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Bledsoe's got the ball. Over to the wing. They set the pick. Here's Davenport. Rodman grabs the miss. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Down low. It's blocked. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Now here's Bledsoe. He's covered closely. Just 5 on the clock. From the high post. And it comes off the front of the rim. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Here's Westfall. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Westfall. Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Rodman. And a switcher also for Orlando. Brown, he's checked in for Cook. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Magic have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Bledsoe outside. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And that one comes up a bit short. Well, Cleveland shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Here's Gary. Soft touch off the glass.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Back to Bledsoe. There's the pick. High post shot. Offensive rebound. Here's Garibaldi.
Cavaliers foul call. Willie Cauley-Stein. That's his 4th personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Garibaldi. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Cleveland. And good on the second, so he makes them both. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. So the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith has checked in. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Pass to Hazanya. They set the pick. Off the pick. Another miss by Orlando.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
The shot by Vonleh no good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Oladipo outside. Here's Azania. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And here's Smith. The pass to Little. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Here's Azania. To the inside, Oladipo. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
And it's Smith missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And it's Brown missing. Cavaliers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Smith, and he lays it straight in.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Oladipo outside. Outside Turner. There's the 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Smith dishes to Vonleh. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And it's Smith missing. The Magic shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat into the bucket there.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Noah Vonleh, taking 2 shots.
They throw good, Vonleh. The Magic making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Thank you, Cleveland!
The Magic have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Smith with it. The shot by Vonleh no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Turner passes to Brown. Back to Turner. Oladipo outside. 5 on the clock. Outside for Bledsoe. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Harris dishes to Smith. Back to Harris. The feed to Vonleh. Good, and Harris gets the assist. That's 7 points for Noah Vonleh.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Towns sets the pick for Oladipo. He feeds it to Towns. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Finished off the break.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Here's the screen. Bledsoe kicks to Towns. The fader. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Another miss by Irving. The Magic have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Now Smith. To the paint. Here's Vonleh. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And Oladipo kicks to Bledsoe. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. The Magic making a switch here.
Out of bounds. Magic ball. Substitution on the court.
And so here's Orlando. And Azania gets it to go.
They couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Smith outside. Fires it up. Good as the jump shot falls.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Now here's Bledsoe. And the rejection by Smith. To the paint. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Pass to Azania. Up and in on the layup. Azania's got 25 points.
He's just too quick for his man. Left him in the rearview mirror and knocked it down.
For Cleveland, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Smith missed inside. Well, Orlando shooting at 50% in a decent groove. The screen from Brown. Dishes to Bledsoe. Kicks it to Cook. Smith against Bledsoe. Brown sets a screen for Bledsoe. Clock at 6. Inside. Puts it up from 7. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Cauley-Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Smith. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Middleton's checked in. 1:04 left in the 4th. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Smith with it, now guarded by Bledsoe. And it's Smith penetrating, and it's Orlando with the rebound. And here's Bledsoe. He dishes it to Cook. It's taken away by Smith. In transition, here come the Cavaliers.
Oh! That athletic. Yeah. Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
It's deflected. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. A rebound by Hazanya. It's stolen by Smith. Feeds it to Cauley-Stein. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And how about the agility coming from the big man? I mean, that's not something we often see from him.
You know, it's never going to be, Greg, a 360 dunk when he goes up with it, but it will be 2 points. We do know that.
You know, you can sacrifice a little athleticism when you've got the size he does.
Bledsoe outside. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, your perimeter game had a huge impact on the outcome tonight. What does your ability to connect from the perimeter mean to this basketball team?
Oh, it just opens up a lot of different things inside for the rest of us. I'm never going to be the kind of guy that can just shoot our team to victory, but I can play the role of hitting a few shots early and making things easier inside for the big. You feel me?
We got you loud and clear. Kevin, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. This is their third meeting of the season with this team. They've won every game thus far and can seal their edge with a win here. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down. The big fella Shaq, when he first came into the league, the first thing I saw was him grab the ball coast to coast in the All-American game. That's what players want to do and people want to see.
You know, that was a great example, Kenny, but towards the end of my career and most of my career, I was honestly more of a half-court player. I was pretty fast for my size, but my strength was my biggest edge. In a half
Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. And for the Heat right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start on this road trip. You look at this team, third from last in the East, just not the way they had hoped this season would play out.
You know, they've looked a bit lost out there lately. I mean, they don't seem to be playing with a lot of purpose and focus and even drive. I mean, you can't just wait for good things to happen. You've got to make things happen.
And Clark, I think you're spot on with your analysis. They clearly, to me, have lost some confidence, and that's led them to force things on the court. You start to press it and not trust one another. So they're going to have to figure out a way to get back to the basics and really start to believe in one another if they want to turn things around.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Winslow. He's out there with Paxson, and it's Fox in at the point. Now here's Winslow, guarded by Harris. Paxson with the screen on Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Winslow. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Winslow's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Heat. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Miami's head coach. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
And thanks for that story, Doris. On defense, Miami outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
Here's Fox after the basket by Noah Vonleh. Here's Fowler. It's deflected. Winslow with it. Harris is there. And stolen by Harris. Smith on the wing. In the game against Orlando, very impressive.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Irving passes to Smith. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Paxson with the screen on Irving. Here's Fox. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. Just 5 to shoot. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
How about the rhythm they got into offensively there? No doubt in my mind what the result was going to be once they started to click.
Really impressive, partner, because they simply put it on cruise control.
And so here is Miami following the three-pointer by Freak. Irving against Fox. takes a three. It's rebounded by Vonleh. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Irving kicks to Smith. He dishes it to Cauley-Stein. Vonleh, the pass to Irving, to the middle. Here's Smith. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Here's Paxson. 17 points for him last game against Chicago.
Yeah, but I thought the shot blocking was the real story. I mean, he was just everywhere. It got hard to keep track of all his rejections.
The Cavaliers on offense, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Cauley-Stein kicks to Irving, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Heat trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
A floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Harris outside. Smith left side. The 3-ball. Can't hit.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
It's stolen, and it's the Heat on the break. Here's Fowler. Lays it in off the breakaway. Cleveland leading by 3. Irving kicks to Smith. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. The Heat have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And there's the pass to Fox. Paxson with the screen on Irving. Fox passes to Paxson. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Smith with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Cauley-Stein's shot is good. Cauley-Stein's got his first bucket of the night.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Harris with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Smith for 3. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Fowler, and the rejection by Smith. The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Tristan Thompson. That's his first personal foul.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Harris. And then for Miami, Fisher comes in for Winslow. And it's Frazier in for Fox. For Miami, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Cleveland leading by 5. Middleton outside. Back to Smith. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And so here is Miami. Here's Paxson. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Vonleh's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The drive by Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's a 9-point Cleveland lead.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Up top, Paxson. Out left to the wing. Middleton against Fisher. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Paxson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Smith outside. Fires for 3. Paxson pulls it in. Paxson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Dishes to Frazier. Paxson kicks to Fisher. Inside, Fowler, and he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for him.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Here's Smith. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You look at the stats for Smith. He's already up to 18 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw drop for Smith.
Too easy. Too easy.
Smith hits them both.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. On the court for Miami here in the 2nd. To the left wing. Fox against Irving. There's the pick. Fox passes to Fowler. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the line. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He ended with an amazing number of points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance. For him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Here's Fox following the basket by Freak.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
They're not doing themselves any favors at this point. They've got to stabilize their offense with just sound execution.
And so here is Miami following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Fox kicks to Winslow. Edge of 4. They can't stop the run with that one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Harris dishes to Smith. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 5 assists tonight.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Feeds to Winslow. And the rejection by Smith. It's Cauley Stein, top of the key. Cleveland moving it around. This one for three. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
For Miami, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Out left to the wing. A baseline J. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 10 points for him.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Smith. We go now to the 2K leaderboard to find out who the top three-point shooters have been since the All-Star break. Tobias Harris, number one.
And instead of wearing down as the season's progressed, his legs really seem to have gotten stronger, and so has his three-point shooting.
Free throw good. Smith. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Both free throws good from Smith. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Take a look at the Cavaliers. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, Miami. They're looking to salvage what they can of the season.
Well, I think for Cleveland, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
Looks that way to me. I mean, this is a team that appears perfectly primed for a deep run into the postseason, as long as they don't suffer any unforeseen injuries or setbacks.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Fires from the wing. That one rolling around and rims out. The Heat have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And that one's good. He's got 12. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Now, here is Smith. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. Smith the pass to Thompson. Irving kicks to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 31 points for Smith.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
He'd have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's the screen. Here's Fox. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Fox has got his first basket of the night.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Shoots off the step back. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's 7 points here for Justice Winslow. The Cavaliers leading by 20. The Tribe.
That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Sure is. And guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
That's his first personal foul.
The Heat have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. No good on that one.
This is part of the reason that they're down. They're really having trouble at the line.
And he sinks the second. Cavaliers have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Irving attacking. Rebound by the Heat. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
And you know, Greg, in that blowout loss that you were alluding to, it was the turnovers that really did them in. You can't give possessions away like that and expect to win.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Justice Winslow. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 9 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. Here's Smith. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Both free throws good from Smith.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Now here's Winslow. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
Now here is Harris. Justice Winslow missing his last shot, and the basket by Harris.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Fox kicks to Winslow. They set the pick. To the paint, poked away, and stolen by Harris. Smith outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Fox against Irving, looking to end the run. They grab their own miss, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Cavaliers making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. The Heat making a switch here. And Miami has possession. Heat moving the ball around. Fox against Irving. Here's Fox, and he converts the layup. Fox has got 6 points in the quarter.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
No good from Paxson.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
The Heat have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Thompson dishes to Smith. Ripped away. Fowler covered by Smith. Here's Fowler. That misses off the backboard. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And it's Smith missing. The Heat shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Winslow with it, now guarded by Middleton. And again, it's the Heat missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Irving against Fox. Great D that time from Irving.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
There's a screen. Smith for 3. That's good. Smith's got 43 points.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. Freak, number 1.
And despite the offensive responsibilities that come with being a point guard, I think he may enjoy the defensive aspect of the game even more.
Well, he should enjoy it as good as he is as a defender. I mean, if he's on you, you can't relax at all. He gives opposing point guards nightmares. Activity, energy are just too much for some guys to deal with.
Fisher's checked in for Miami. Frazier comes in for Fox. Here's Paxson. That's short off the rim.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
The Cavaliers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And he makes the first. And the Cavaliers making a change here. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Cavaliers ahead, delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense, good things happen. And that's why I've had success here early on.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
All right, listen up. Terrific job so far. The fans are into this game, and we're going to keep them there. You all get a huge pat on the back for the defense you're playing. Whatever approach they've used, we've stopped. Tremendous determination on D. On the other hand, I was happy with the pressure we put on them with our D and the steals we got out of it. Let's keep that heat on them. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Smith in at shooting guard. Tobias Harris is out there with Von. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Cauley Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for David Blatt. And Miami has possession following the three-point attempt by Freak. And it's blocked. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Smith outside. Back to Harris. To the inside. Smith with the basket on the assist by Harris. Smith's got 45 points.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Out to the right wing. Winslow wide open. He fires, and the three ball is good.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And Miami shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Paxson. Over to the wing. Here's Fowler. And the Heat. Another three.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go. Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Fox passes the Fowler. Here's Irving. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Down low, it's deflected. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
From the inbound, and it's Miami with another.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of UNLV. No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
Count that one. And that's 12 points here for Justice Winslow.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Left side, Irving. 14 feet away. Good on the shot. Irving's got 8 points.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey guys, well, Miami's head coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Winslow. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
The pass to Fowler. Edge of 4. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Smith. From deep three-point range, Miami grabs the miss. Paxson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the wing right side. No one near him. And he hits the jump shot. 20 points for him.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Irving kicks to Vonleh, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Edge of 4, and he banks in the layup.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Irving dishes to Smith. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. And it's the Heat on the break. Winslow's running. Stolen by Thompson. Smith on the wing. Guarded by Fox. And it's Smith missing.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
Winslow's shot is off. The Cavaliers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. The screen from Thompson. Smith for 3. The shot is off. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. To the right side. There's the pick. Passes it to Fox. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Harris. Jumps up, and then Smith with the dunk.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man. You got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out. And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Irving drives in, and Harris wide open. He shoots. Rebound by the Heat.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Pollard, he's checked in for Cleveland. Chris Middleton comes in for Tobias Harris. Cleveland's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Smith, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got 56 points in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And here's Smith after Justice Winslow getting his shot to go from deep. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Take a break.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
That's good from Winslow, so it's both teams making substitutions here. The Cavaliers shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Miami, Winslow is out there with Paxson. And it's Fox, and it's Fowler in at the 2. And Miami shooting 43% from the floor. Pass to Paxson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Shooting for Cleveland, Paxson. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Paxson.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
The Heat making a switch here. Collins is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Cleveland with it. Outside, Rodman. Cleveland moving the ball around. Smith outside. And he gets the bucket.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Fox kicks to Winslow. Fox against Smith. The feed to Winslow. Fires the 3. The shot will not go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Fox following the basket by Freak. Knocked away. From deep 3-point range, Winslow's shot is off. Cavaliers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Miami making a change here. Here's Fox. Here's Fowler. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Now here is Smith. Now the pass to Little. Rodman dishes to Smith. Back to Rodman. Kicks it to Smith. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Vonleh, the pass to Santos. There's the dish to Collins. And it's good.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Now here is Smith. Takes the 3. Tries again. The shot's good from Rodman.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
Here's Fox. He feeds it to Winslow. Knocks down the 3 ball. Winslow's got 19 points.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Justice Winslow. At the line for 2.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Inside, here's Harris. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smith against Fox. Poked away. One-on-one here. Smith's shot is good. Smith's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
He'd have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Winslow. Offline with his 3. The Cavaliers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Fox against Smith. Fires for 3. No good. Heat shooting 43% from the field. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Miami ball. 3 points, Midtown.
Every time. This is a joke.
Here's Fowler. Off the left rim and out.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here is Harris. To the paint. Here's Smith. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Fowler. Miami no good on that time either. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Irving kicks to Vonleh, 13 feet away. Got a hand on it. A pass to Fox. Good ball movement here by Miami.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Smith for 3. No luck. And Miami the other way now. Foul. Guarded by Harris. Here's Fowler. That's good. He's got 24.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Down low, here's Smith. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Hit. Shooting one.
Howard, he's checked in for Vonleh. Fisher's checked in for the Heat.
One shot. One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw drops for Smith.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas. Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
He'd have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
One shot.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Several teams changing it up here. For Cleveland, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Fires the three. Can't get it to go. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Ruffin. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Smith outside. The tray. And that one's good.
That's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Passes it to Fowler. Cavaliers with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And Miami making a change here. So it's Miami now. Here's Enquist. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland. Free! At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. A different look now for Cleveland. Pollard comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Middleton subbed in for Harris. He's perfect from the line this time. Miami's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Fowler. Here's the three. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
4 on the clock. Smith for 3. No good. And it's Miami the other way. To the inside. Here's Fox. Knocks down the 10-footer.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Smith with the stuff.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
Foul. No good on the three. Well, Cleveland shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Into the lineup for the Heat. Collins. Enquist. Fisher. Frazier.
Heat shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Frazier against Smith. All sorts of time. And that one hits back iron. The Cavaliers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Cleveland moving the ball around. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Shoots the three. Good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Miami shooting 43% from the field. Frazier with a screen on Smith. To the wing right side. Here's Fowler. Miami no good on that time either.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple.
Miami with the ball. Nice jump shot. Good. He has 29.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Smith outside. The pass to Pollard. Frazier against Smith. Nice D from Frazier.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And they took control of this season series matchup from the get-go, making every play they needed to en route to winning all 4 of their games this year against the Heat.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Smith. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
They sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Frazier dishes to Fisher. Off target from three-point range. Smith outside. There's the three. No good. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
You know, as weird as this sounds, at this point, I gotta say yes. Sometimes you just get so in the zone, you feel everything coming off your hands is going in. You know, I got to that point tonight, and I hope I can find it again sometime soon.
Well done. Kevin, a young man, always looking for more.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
And that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles. And you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game. You know what I mean? And then the prize is your sanity. Word.